friends. Hope you're doing well. So, today we've got some updates on my goal progress. I know it's already like the 10th end of the month, and I'm going to talk about my goals for next year. So, the goal progress is not good, as you might imagine. I was like super amped up, and I was like, I'm going to try to get to 75% completed, and to do that, I need to be at like 60 something, 65 at this point. And I'm at 53% of all my goals completed. So this is kind of a trash year. And I kind of feel like giving up. I kind of feel like I don't want to work on goals anymore. I kind of just want to take a break and then try again next year. But I'm still plugging away kind of slowly, but doing it. So a reminder of the goals for this year. We had 100 hours of off-ice hockey practice. But it's kind of just like 100 hours of hockey practice altogether. Ride 1,000 miles on bikes, fast for 4,000 hours, read 50 books, pay down my debt, contribute $6K to the IRA, 50 park adventures, 260 visuals / hand lettering pieces, watch 365 films, and create 500 pieces of content, specifically videos for the internet. I didn't make videos for clients on there, because if I did, that number would actually be a lot higher. But it's because a lot of time my work is just being the DP or just being the lighting person, and it's like one day of work could turn into like 10, because it could be like a 60, a 30, a 15, and then like 5 social breakouts, and like, do you count all 10 of those? Like, I don't know. So I'm like, what I can control, YouTube. So anyway, let's talk about the results real quick from November's results. Not great. Let's see. So it might be easier if I turn it this way. I still can't read it. The 100 hours of off-ice practice, I made about 4% growth there. Bikes, I made about 6% growth there. Fasting for 4,000 hours, I made about 3%, so not great. 50 books, I made 0 progress apparently, but I did finish like 2 or 3 other ones this month, so they were longer. I was reading too many books at the same time. Pay down debt, made negative results because my debt actually went up, which is something I'm like, this year, the total amount I owe went down by $5,000, but because my investments also crashed at the same time, I actually am negative 10. So it's like a negative 15 on the year, and I paid off 5 of it. So that's awesome, like, well, it'll bounce back, right? It's the stock market. Stocks only go up. That's how I hope. But anyway, let's see, 50 park adventures. We made some progress there. About 10% progress. That's probably the best progress we made. And lettering, I made 12%. Oh, that was films. Sorry. And lettering, I made 2% progress. That goal is not at all important to me, apparently. I'm just not motivated. I'm never motivated. I'm always stressed out and thinking about work, and I can't ever just sit down. Like, I have this vision that me and my girlfriend would go to coffee shops, and I would doodle while she did her homework, and that happened like one time. So like, it is what it is. 365 films, I made 12% growth on that. Watched a lot of films, so that's cool. And then 500 pieces of content, 2% growth. So not many new things. So I just don't know. I think I spent a lot of this year just stressed. In part, the stress comes from a lot of places. And also, if you're wondering, this is a hockey injury. I sprained my wrist a couple weeks ago. It still kind of hurts, but it's getting better. I can bend it and twist it now. The first week I couldn't do this at all. It hurt too bad. But the thumb still is not great. And my girlfriend painted my fingernails. If you missed that, it's slowly chipping away. They're pretty much almost all the way off. I'll probably just clear them off here. I don't know how you get rid of nail polish. It just wears off, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so I just stressed about work, stressed about money, And I think that's like a big thing. And so I'm like, oh man, should I do like a debt consolidation loan, which I did once before. And then I just ended up spending money like a dickhead on the cards. And so like that loan it's like halfway paid off. And so I'm like, do I do another one, wrap these all up, and then be like, try again? You're smarter now. You fucked up. You fucked this up so many times. Like, don't fuck up this time too. Which, maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. So I'm thinking about it. The problem with those debt consolidation loans is that, like, obviously they charge interest, which, like, you're expecting. The interest is less than the credit cards, so, like, that's a win. But they also charge, like, a fee for, like, they loan you money. So, like, if you're like, I need $10,000, they're like, great, it's $500 for us to loan you $10,000. So they loan you $10,000, but you only get $9,500, and they take $500 off the top. So not only are they charging actual interest, they're charging that fee, and that fee of $500 is just like, if you paid it off tomorrow, you still have owed them $500. And so you're like, okay, like at what point is the debt consolidation not actually about, I don't know what the break even is. I'll have to do the math on that and be like, are you actually getting a deal? Because I think they also calculate the interest differently, whereas the credit card companies, I don't think they're doing like daily interest calculations. The loan payback people feel like they are, because that number every month when I pay it off and then I go check it at the end of the month, the next time, like it has jumped up a lot higher than I would have thought, based off the interest rates. So it's kind of like, hey, so I don't know if it's actually a better deal, or if I could maybe try to find a credit card that had 0% interest with balance transfers, and I could balance transfer at least some of the debt off to a 0% interest card, and then that might give me some breathing room. I'm not sure. Or just make more money. Just make more money, asshole. It's so easy. So it's like, okay, yeah, do that. So that brings me to my goals for 2023. I'm excited to announce them. This is just kind of what I figured out. The goals that are like important to me. I took a look at all my goals for the last like 10 years. I'm like, okay, what helped me? Like, what was good for me? Like, and so I wanted it to be all about like doing, like physically doing things to be more successful in my career, be a better creator person, and just kind of work towards things I've always wanted out of life. So here are the goals for next year. Once again, we have 100 hours of hockey skill practice, and I'm kind of just lumping that in to be like, if I go to drop-in hockey, that counts, but if I go to pick-up hockey, it doesn't count. This seems like a fair way to do it. And so also like doing hockey adjacent training. So I've been like fucking around with a soccer ball. I'm counting that because I see the NHL, like when they would do warm-ups behind the scenes, like they're all fucking playing soccer. Like behind this, I'm like, there's something to that, I don't feel like people talk about it. It's a lot of single leg work and balance work, and I'm like, okay, it has to translate to hockey somehow. So I'm counting that too. Second goal, ride 2,460 miles on bikes. Because this year, the goal for a lot of years was 1,000, and I'm gonna hit that. But my A1C, which is a 3-month average of your blood sugar, has been high this whole year. So it's like, even with trying to hit this big target of 1,000 miles, it's not enough. I need to move more. I need to do more stuff. So 2,460 miles, it's like a weird number, but it is the shortest distance that you can drive across the continental United States. It's like Clearwater, Florida to Santa Clarita, California, maybe. Something like that. It's Florida to California. It's the shortest distance. It's Route 10 or Interstate 10 or something. If you just Google shortest drive across America, they'll tell you it's 2460. So, and it's fun to say 2460. Then I have kettlebell and swinging, club swinging goals. So for that, it's a couple years ago, I did a 3-piece goal where it was like, there's 3 things. It was for hockey. was like shoot this many shots, get on the ice this many times, and like this much time of stick handling practice. And so like each goal, they were like, all three of them worked together. So it was like, if you got on the ice more times, you could stick handle less or shoot less pucks, if that makes sense. So it's like, they all three of them work together to comprise 100%. And if you want to do more of one than the other, so like a successful 33% of each one would be 50,000 kettlebell swings and 5,000 Turkish get-ups, because that's like, there's a program called Simple and Sinister. It's just swings and Turkish get-ups, and if you could, it's programmed to be done like every day. Like it's a basic daily minimum program. It's like 100 swings, 10 get-ups. So if I did that every day, you know, that would be 36,000 swings and some change, and 3,600 Turkish get-ups. So it's like that plus a little bit extra, you know, like do a little bit more than the daily minimum, and I'll get there. And then 100 hours of swinging weight. And by swinging weight, I mean clubs. So I have heavy clubs, I have maces, and I have Indian clubs and kettlebells. So if I'm not doing kettlebells for swings or Turkish get-ups, so, you know, cleans, presses, push presses, anything with kettlebells goes to that 100 hours. Same with anything with club workouts goes to that 100 hours. So between those three things, that makes up one goal. I hope that makes sense. I kind of like doing those mixed goals. I want to start doing them every year now. 50 park adventures with Bear, because I love taking that dog. He's a good dog. He deserves to be spoiled. I want to take him out all the time. And most years we get to that, or we get pretty close. This year we're at 40. And so we got, I don't know, 20 some days left to get him out 10 more times. So it's cold Nebraska, but we're going to try. Pay down my debt. Last year I was going half measures. Like, I just want to get halfway done. This year I want to be under $10,000. So that's a lot tougher. And considering I only paid off like $5,000 and I got a lot more to go because my debt is only getting worse. I want to get that down because I want to buy a house, and I know step one, you know, is they're gonna ask like, how much debt do you have? And my debt is disqualifying at this point because it is like 30 grand. Like, it's just a lot, you know, because what happens is I put camera stuff on credit cards because it's for my business, and I justify it, and then I'm like, yeah, I've got money, I'll pay it off. And for a while this year, I actually had net positive worth because my investments were worth more than my debt in my just like taxable brokerage account. And in hindsight, I should have just sold all of my things, paid off the debt, and gotten zero, and then rebuilt. And I probably would have been a lot better off because the interest has probably been destroying me. But, you know, the stock market had been so good, and and I'm an idiot with money. Like, I went to business school. I know better, but I have no impulse control. So I'm super hyper focused on getting that number down, and I've successfully done it before in a year. So I think I could do it if I just, I hate to be like, stop eating out. We eat out a lot. I was trying to get better at cooking at home, which, here's the thing, side note, when you learn to cook at home, nobody tells you this. I've been making this burrito. It's like fajita chicken, peppers, cut up peppers, cheese, and then Chick-fil-A sauce. And then I grill it on I grill the burrito. And it's super good, and I fucking love it. But, like, I can't go get one. I have to make it. If I want that, if I'm craving that burrito, I have to make it myself. And you're like, fuck. Like, so now, not only are burritos, like, more and more expensive. Like, a burrito used to be like $6. Now it's like $10. Not only is it more expensive, like, the quality isn't as good as when it was $6. So that sucks. You're paying more for a shittier product. But it's not what I want. I want the dumb thing that I created. So you're like, fuck, okay. If I just want to, like, after work, have someone else cook for me, I'm paying more money for a shittier thing that isn't exactly what I want. Like, don't learn to cook. It's stupid. It's a trick. It's a trap. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I max out my IRA again. This year I got about halfway, so pretty good. But, considering I wasn't paying down, I probably should pay off my debts before I worry about my retirement 3 a day. It's not too bad. Gary Vee says do like 100 a day because that guy's fucking crazy. He also has a team of people, which probably makes it a lot easier. Along with that, take and finish 50,000 photos, so 50,000 keepers. Because the last time I tracked my stats, I took 100,000 photos that year, and so yeah, I'm gonna take a lot more photos. Because you take more photos, you're providing more value to clients. You take more shots, you get better shots. You plant the seeds, you reap the rewards. That's kind of, you take your idea seeds, you put them in the dirt, you take more pictures, you're going to have more winners. That's just, like, the thing I feel like a lot of people don't talk about with creativity is, like, yes, you can iterate, and you can iterate, and you can iterate, and that's one way to make great stuff. Or you could just make a fuckload of stuff, and you're gonna eventually have some winners in that big fuckload of stuff. So figure out the least friction way you can make something shippable, and then just do a fuckload of that. And like, yes, you still iterate, and you'll still try again, and you'll still, rework stuff. But like, at the same time, or prioritize just shipping a fuckload of stuff, and you'll get better so much faster. I promise you, because that's how I got good. Get good, scrub. Last one, 500 pieces of content, video content for, make money on side hustle money from the internet YouTubes. 500 again, that's the number. The best I've ever done is like 300 something, I think. So, going at it again, because I feel like I don't want to be a full professional YouTuber. I don't want to be PewDiePie. I don't want to be Peter McKinnon. Any of those like big Casey Neistat. I want to just like carve out enough money that YouTube was like paying my rent. I had a small to moderate size following that I'm not like, I might get approached out on the street like a couple times a year. Like that's the level I'm aspiring to. I don't want to be a huge YouTuber. That doesn't seem fun. I want to make what I want to make and get paid to do it, and not have to worry about clients being like, here's a bunch of revisions that are stupid and aren't gonna make your video better. Like I want to just like make my own thing. So I've got some ideas on how to, I know I don't make the best videos, because again, I'm just trying to ship out, and so I think with photography that's worked for me very successfully, and I've kind of been trying to simulate that model with video, and I think I need to do a little more iteration and a little more editing, because I get a lot of comments on this channel often. People are like, you should have more followers, you should have more followers, and it's like, well, it's because I just talk straight to the camera for 20 minutes. I don't do jump cuts. I don't have B-roll most of the time. Like 99% of the time, there's no B-roll. Like, there's maybe B-roll in like 30 of the 700 videos I made for this channel. Like, so I get it. So a little more time, a little more effort, a little more energy, make some stuff. Also, maybe switch up the duration, make some shorts. YouTube is finally paying creators to make shorts, so I'll probably get in that little field too. Bing in a couple, try it out. Why not? We're drinking Stevia Cola today. Got that Costco pack, baby. Costco, I don't know. Stevia is so much cheaper at Costco. It's like $16 for like 30 cans. Like, it's a great deal. Yeah. So, that's my 2023 goals and my update for 2022. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna try and push and push and get progress towards the trying to make progress up from 53%, or if I'm just gonna be like, okay, focus down on like making videos and paying off debt, just like focus. Here's these two things that are good for my long-term life. It's just make more videos, just focus on how many videos I can make by the end of the year, because theoretically long-term, maybe just start pre-writing videos for next year. So I don't know if I should use this time, this last 3 weeks or whatever it is, to focus on finishing out the goals strong or prepping for next year, because I feel like by this point I've usually like hit a wall and I'm not done with it. I kind of just like take 2 weeks off to just kind of like let myself be lazy and play video games and not focus on hyper productivity. So I might end up doing that. And maybe there'll be days of bursts of energy. But today there was a burst of energy, so you got a video. Because I haven't made, I've been slacking on making ASMR videos. I want to get back into the groove. During the pandemic, I was making them every day for like months on end. So I think I could do that again. I just need to get this set up. I have the setup. It's kind of a mess because I want to do I want to do that reverb ASMR channel, and that takes such a setup. I need to figure out how to simplify it from a technology standpoint and just get stuff off the desk, have a cleaner desk, clean brain, and go after it. You know what I'm saying? So that all said, I hope you're doing well. And if not, well, I hope that shirt turns around for you real soon. And if you want your 2023 to go well, to do better, sit down, make some goals. Like, if you need help with your goals, let me know. Post your goals in the comments. If you want feedback, I'm here for you. If you want an accountability buddy, I'll fucking remind you, be like, hey, bitch, where your goals at? How you doing on your fucking goals? Let's get it. Let's go into 2023 with a plan. And even if it goes wrong, we're gonna execute anyway, and we're just gonna fucking we're gonna manifest good things happening, and we're all gonna buy houses. That's the goal. We're all gonna buy houses. Fuck the housing market. Wherever it's at, we're gonna get enough money